Hey guys, we're out here today at a hitting club. I'm going to do a little test. This is a stick, speed stick they call it. This is what I use a lot, and this is called the stick. And my buddy Dave Reed really made. I was just talking to him on the phone a little while ago because I told him I was going to bring it up and show it to my audience. But I'm not a big believer in this, but the concept of it is solid. And I just got talking to Dave, and he was telling me now that he has a drill where he takes the tee and puts a tennis ball on it, and he swings to hit the tennis ball. Now I'm not a big tee guy either, but I believe in the tee because so many guys have a lot of success with it. Now you hit this and hit a tennis ball, that is really going to sharpen your eye. But this is what Dave does. He gets up and in practice he hits about 10 balls in batting practice, before the game. And he does the same thing when he goes to regular batting practice. I'm actually going to do that here and see what the guys think. I don't know how many guys use it, but we're going to experiment with both these, and that's what we're going to do today, and make a little short video and put it out there. Okay, thanks.
Well, we started off with Dan swinging the stick. I think he's had some experience with the stick before. He may even have one. So he takes a couple cuts with it. You can see what's going on here. Same principle where you strike the ball. He struck under the ball and it went up. All his mechanics, he's going through all the mechanics, but he's standing still. He's not taking that two-step up. So let's hear what he's got to say about it.
The stick and then coming to the bat, did it?
The bat feels light.
Bat feels light?
Yeah, no, it's good for that.
Was it hard swinging and hitting with that? You did pretty well with that stick hitting that ball.
It's pretty small, but yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, so good results, huh?
Good results, yeah.
Now, Dan, on that stick, right? You're gonna swing it where you're gonna pop with the ball out front, right? That's it, right? Like that, yeah. Let me do one slow-mo on that.
Go slow-mo with the stick. You know what I'm learning with this stick is that how fast your hands come around at the last minute. Now, Dan, I thought, did pretty well on that one. I've slowed it down and looked slower. I think on the next swing that he's going to have here, it looks like his bat may be lagging, as they say, a little bit. You want to pop that ball out front. Now, in several of the examples today, you'll see that some of the guys don't get it all the way out front, but that's the beauty of this speed stick, that it gets you focused on hitting that ball out front and popping your wrist at the same time. Obviously, if you roll your wrist before contact, as they say, now that looked all right. So maybe I'm wrong, but you got to really watch it in real slow motion.
What was the difference between the heavy stick and the?
I like both. The heavy stick is weighted and it gets you, I think, a little more loose. I like the ball on the stick because then when you're on time, it feels good and it confirms your mechanics are dialed in. I like them both.
Okay, here we go. Go ahead. I need two more swings with it. There you go. How'd that feel, Chuck? Was it hard? Did it help make you focus more on the ball because it's smaller?
Yes, because it's smaller.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's swing and let's see what happens.
When I look at Chuck's swing here, everything's gone slow motion. Look, he's a step, the hands back, comes around. He comes all the way around. 6-7 months ago, he didn't do that. He's really come a long way. Hard work by that young man. Yes, sirree. Turns around here, repeats the same swing. Pretty good, actually. Watch this. Nice. Hits it almost. It spins it under a little bit. Ball went a long way. Put this video in slow motion with him swinging the stick because he talks about the lag. Now notice this is one that you can see that the ball pops too early. He comes back, he gets set, everything's on, and watch the ball end up popping before it gets out in front of him. There it is. It popped already back there. I got to be honest, man. I had I had a bad time swinging that stick. I think what I need to do is get a lot out there and hit with that stick a little bit, because I was off. I had a bad day. We'll see, but I'm not against me getting out there using that stick a lot in BP.
What'd you think of the two
Well,
different sets?
the stick, the heavy stick, didn't work for me very well because the overlap grip, that thing got into my glove and didn't feel right. But then when I swung, I felt the difference between the heavy weight and then, picking the bat up. Now when I did the speed stick, obviously I'm comfortable with that. I felt better, but I really didn't swing very good this morning. Maybe because it's so cold, but we're missing Mike. Give me your critique. What was I doing wrong?
You do a great job, except when you reach, get away from the ball. Let the ball come in, and hit it.
Yeah, gee, that's some shit I appreciate. So let the ball get to me, right?
That's it.
And also watch it. But that's the other thing I wasn't doing too. I was swinging and I wasn't watching the ball.
You gotta focus.
Yeah.
Right on the ball.
Overlap grip.
Oh, so you got the same problem with the overlap grip? Yeah, I couldn't do mine either. So that's a problem. Yes. Okay. Well, let's see it again, man. I did the same thing, Mike. And Stan's trying to make the major leagues in the batting practice. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Nice swing.
The bat feels easier, right? Lighter.
Okay, but yeah, got you.
Mike, what was the feeling after using the speed stick? Leave that ball alone right now. Look in the camera, dude. I gotta have good, artistic.
Swing it.
Do what?
Made it easier to swing.
Did it?
Yeah.
But you couldn't hold it in your grip.
No.
You held it with your normal normal
Just
grip,
made the
right?
bat a little too short when you do that.
Yeah.
When you hold it with the knob below your hand.
So you gonna run out and buy one or what?
Oh no.
One of them sticks.
No.
You didn't like it that much,
Plus it's longer.
huh?
If it's longer, I will.
Well, they can make anything you want,
Yeah.
but Okay. Well, we'll see what you say about the speed stick.
I don't, bud.
If you watch Phil here using this stick, see, he's got the ball down where it belongs. Now the key is to try to get it out, the ball to pop in front of him. You see the ball's coming down. Now Chuck's popped back behind him. Phil's popped in front of him. Maybe needed to be a little more in front of him, but I thought it was pretty good based on my eyesight and my, now watch him again. He does 3 swings and they're all, in my opinion, fairly, good. Difference between fair and good, but the idea is to get it out there quick, and his hands move so fast it's hard to see the. But watch the ball. If it hits, it needs to hit in front of his body, or explode in front of his body. Around, around, around. Boom. The way I view this, you have to get your hands moving so fast that the ball, your hands get around and the ball doesn't pop until you're in front of you. Let's watch Phil one more time. I think on this one he gets out just a little more. I don't know if he was progressively getting out farther and farther, but let's see what happens here. It's a great training tool for your mechanics. Quick.
How'd that feel? Any difference swinging the speed stick this round versus the?
As soon as I grabbed this bat and started doing it, I was getting more of trying to catch the whip of the hands.
You're quicker.
They're quicker, yeah.
So you like the speed stick?
This is the Mikan,
New miking.
the new Ultra, what's his name?
Is it that
Masenko.
Masenko back, big cat? Okay, Phil. How do you think about the speed stick? Did you like the speed
The
stick?
speed stick was good. Again, it made you focus on the ball, seeing the ball better.
Yeah.
Both them little items there, both of them, you want to make good contact, and stuff. And then once you after first couple of swings, yeah. you're still doing it.
Which you like the best? Tomato, or what?
Probably the
The one with the ball, speed
the
stick.
ball on you. Yeah. Only because it works your wrist with your
But
swing.
you also, it's more, I think, functional in the context of you can carry in your bag and use it before you get up to bat. If
Yeah.
you use the swing that before you get up to bat, it's like taking a swing, getting a couple extra swing, getting loose,
I'm blessed. I know a buddy of mine who has 2 of them, so I don't have to buy.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a good idea. Anything you can do to help focus
No.
on it.
Hey,
yeah,
feel
it's
free to
pretty-
use it anytime you want.
Gotcha, buddy.
Yeah. So how's that? Now that's hit pretty well. Hold on one second. Well, how did that feel? Using the stick and then coming to the bat. What
It helps keep your eye on the ball.
Cubs eat?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. What about the weight difference? Any?
Yeah, this feels lighter now.
And that's a natural reaction, obviously.
Stand here, you look at him and say, oh man, is it? He raises his foot, he does a lot of things that are wrong, but he makes good solid contact. His back was straight, and basically I told him, I said, dude, you hit 700 and sometimes you hit 800. He said last half century you make no outs. Dude, just keep doing what you're doing, man. We focus on results, not form.